United is different.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good day to be a Bills fan. I'll tell you, it's a good time.
Well, the first thing that comes to mind when you said different is that image of Stephon Diggs last year after the Kansas City game.
Yeah.
So that might be sinking in a little bit now that it's playoff time. And I remember texting the guys after Allen scored that first touchdown pass, the Joe Montana to Clark almost that's what it reminded me of. And he walked on the sidelines like with no emotion, just running back to the sidelines, like confident, like, oh, this is different. He's not cheering yet. But after he started nailing a couple more, he started getting after it. But that first drive was a statement, and he definitely landed
I think he was still cold.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm telling you what, guys, the fact that all week you heard Bills fans getting rid of their tickets. There's not going to be Bills fans there. They're all scared of the weather.
Yeah.
I don't think there was a seat that was empty, and it was -6 degrees out, and they were loud. And we show up. What happens is some of these season ticket holders that can't make it on a Saturday, they put their tickets up, and sometimes it takes a little longer than sometimes it just takes a little longer for people to buy those tickets. That stadium will sell out. Don't you worry about that, Mafia.
Well, I heard Niagara County is like hurting right now with COVID. I mean, it's running. I mean, everybody knows I just lost my grandmother and her sister, my aunt, literally the other day. I mean, it's just. And I was talking to the family because we were going to fly up for the funeral, and you guys got hit with that snowstorm, and flights were getting canceled, and we just called the family. We're like, we'll have to make it another time, but that has to be part of it too, as well. Is COVID is a significant part, but again, Bills fans stepped up. I wish I could have made it. I really do.
This list of people that showed up to this game, kind of like unbeknownst Ryan Fitzpatrick, dude. Is there another time in history where a current quarterback who used to play for the team that he's attending a game of, whose team is out of the playoffs and he missed the season, showed up to their stadium to watch the game just casually, let alone took his shirt off and posed a million pictures with kids and different people up there just yelling and screaming his head off? That video of him flexing, going, ah, like, dude, he is like one of those guys from that era with like him and Stevie and Freddie. We've talked about it before, like during the drought years, like they were so entertaining, at least. Like they were good dudes. It was kind of reminds me of the way this team is, except for they were not as good. But they were still entertaining and fun to root for. And it's just like, what a class act dude, man. Like, doesn't care towards the end.
This
of
whole
the
team's
season.
a class act.
Yeah.
If you guys noticed, I mean, coaches really, and the general manager, the office has really got a culture built there. I mean, you had Ed Oliver get in trouble once, but that was kicked out of court. And, you hear a player from almost every team getting in trouble every year. Not this year.
Yeah.
And that's good. I mean, that tells me that, yep, either that or they got somebody driving them around and security around. That's what I would do anyway.
I see. I got a buddy, Jeff, watching. He's the one that he shared his video of his kid playing paper, rock, scissors with Stephon Diggs. I don't know if you guys saw that. That he's in the messages right now, and his son Archer is the one who got it. I thought he's Sully's age, and I was like, oh my god, I had to show everybody. So it was awesome. Welcome, Jeff. Awesome moment for you guys. Hey Ryan, let everybody who doesn't know what Buffalo Autographs is.
So Buffalo Autographs was started preseason last year. And I run a insurance business full time. Buffalo Autographs is not my full time gig, but I wanted my son to be a part of. I wanted to pass down the pride and just pass something down to him. And I knew this team was special. I knew it. So I started Buffalo Autographs for him to meet the players, and the profit margin would go towards his college fund. So if he didn't want to go to no, he's going to college. But this is something that he can learn some business attributes that help them in life, save money, and we do not take a profit margin. We've donated last year. We got the total from the CPA. It was $5,967. Wow. That's how much we donated back to the communities, whether it be an individual, whether it be Andre Reed, Thurman Thomas, Mark Maddox. Who was it else? Mr. Touchdown.
Which role?
Which role? So I mean, we're not a big company. We started out small, but we care more about the Bills fans. Our goal is to touch each and every single one, or as many as Bills fans as possible, and let them hold on to something from this team. I don't care if it's Bass, a jersey from Bass. I don't care if it's, Bruce Smith. We got Swank and Bruce Smith. Something. There you go. Something. There you go. There it is.
Hell yeah, dude. It doesn't leave my side. I don't trust Scott.
So that's what Buffalo Autographs is all about. It's about family, it's about community, and it's about the Bills Mafia the right way, not the necessarily crazy Bills Mafia way, but more or less of the family, and that's what we're about.
Very cool.
Yeah, family is very important. As if you can't tell, there's a lot of family going on in this conversation here, and it's you get new people every once in a while, but man, we have a good base following family here, and they're all here today, guys. Welcome everybody.
So Ryan, I'm going to throw this out there to the fans that are watching, and fans, go ahead and invite as many people as you want to this live stream. Ryan at Buffalo Autographs is actually we're going to put out a little passcode, a little password for the fans watching. And what that's going to do for you is it's automatically what you're going to do with the passcode is private message Buffalo Autographs, the passcode, and you will be given 5 raffle tickets towards that COA Josh Allen Eclipse helmet.
That's
so
right to the
hang out, get the passcode, private message Buffalo Autographs, and you'll have 5 tickets going in there for a chance to win. But it's only during the live stream, guys. Once the show's over with,
that's it.
The passcode is no longer good.
There's one more way that you can get free tickets, and we have 2 for $5, 5 for $10, 20 for $25, and then 50 for $40. If you buy that 50 for $40 and you tag 5 people, I'm going to hook you up with some extra tickets. So nice. We're also going to donate money to Shout for a Cause as well. So shout out to Buffalo Spartan and Lady Bills. They run that organization. We have teamed up with them. We try to get them hooked up. We sent them an Emmanuel Sanders helmet. They're going to razz off or raffle off, do whatever they have to do. We send them money here and there. But they did something special. You guys did something special for me and my family, and it's all about pay it forward. And we believe it. Just you keep on helping each other, and that's what this family's about.
Mm-hmm. We love it.
We love
every minute of it. So in about 10 minutes, that code will come up, guys. So pay attention. Stay with us.
It's going to be down there hidden in that ticker.
It's going to be hidden. We're not going to come out and tell you what it is.
Right.
You got to work for it.
And the image of that helmet is on our left, Swank? Yep. Yes. I don't even know. All right, guys.
So it's different with the cameras. Some of them invert the image, some of them don't, and then you're like stage right, stage left. It's, so it's on my right.
It's on our side. It's on the side of us.
Way. This is my left hand pointing
They'll be able
to
figure it out.
I know also, Ryan's right below me.
Yes.
I did show these stickers. If you want one of these, just personal message 24/7 Buff Pandemonium. We'll send them out to you for free. Hey guys, good, bad, and ugly of this New England Patriots game. Let's continue a little bit more with that. Scott, what's happening? Yeah. Good, bad, ugly.
I'm not going bad and ugly. I'm just going good. I'm going good.
Ooh.
It was a surprising. Everything was almost like
there was bad. You know what the bad was?
What's that?
Bill Belichick realized his quarterback is terrible.
Yeah, the bad is that the Patriots are going to have to draft.
I think that's good too.
Guys, everything was flowing so nicely that everything wasn't a surprise, but at the same time was a surprise. The Bills getting Dawson Knox involved. The Bills getting Singletary involved. Surprisingly, he had 18 carries for 81 yards. Who'd have thunk, right? Allen throwing 84.
We thought. Yeah.
Allen throwing 84% passing in negative degree weather. There's a bunch of people a week before saying that he couldn't do it in the cold weather. And, guys, let's remember, we did all this against a healthy 4th-ranked defense in the NFL. A healthy 4th-ranked defense. And, Jared, I was going to make it quick. The last thing I want to say is I'm just curious. I want to know how one of the fans got Tom Brady's mouthpiece and threw it in the middle of the field.
You mean the build-up?
Michael, if he's watching, he's the original guy who's down here in Orlando who threw it out. I can't pronounce his last name without butchering it, but it's Michael A. And I talked to him this weekend, and I don't think he was sober enough to know that they threw out another one, but I'm sure he's proud.
Yo, I got to read a couple of our loyal fan base's reactions here because they are very funny. You guys are very funny, by the way. Brent Thomason says, games without hack, great thing. Debbie Emerton says, bad, I spilled my beer while jumping and cheering. Troy says, perfect offensive game, no interceptions, no punts, no fumbles lost.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Brent was at the game. That was pretty cool. I don't know if you guys saw some video of that, but he's a true Bills Mafia.
Boogie had some good plays, the Lady Bill says. We got Lonnie saying awesome. Walter Millis. We got some new dudes and ladies here. Thank you guys so much. Lisa says Bill Belichick was ignorant.
Yeah, I'm hearing some controversy over guys. I had way too much at the end of the game, so I didn't really see what Bill did, but I'm seeing highlights. Can y'all help a brother out?
Are you referring to the quick handshake and turn?
Well, it looked like Sean tried to say something, and I do have a couple of text messages out to see what that was about. Of course, I have not heard anything yet. I'm sure they have more things to focus on than, Ryan Hickman. But I truly am curious because, Bill's so weird.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
One day he's saying, "Oh, Josh is okay," and the next minute he's like, "Oh, man, Josh is yeah."
That's pretty good. That's a pretty good impersonation.
He throws the ball well. He sees the field well.
Yeah, we're on the free agency.
We didn't play as well as they played. Mac Jones slept
so what,
in my bed like a puppy.
Is it just me, or does it look like Sean was trying to say something?
I'm sure,
man. Probably was. Yeah, he probably got just snubbed him, and yeah.
Sean's a respectful dude. I always say he's like a respectful Bill Belichick. Like, he does all the things Bill Belichick does, only he's way more likable when he does them. Like, he doesn't answer questions. He doesn't do any of that. He just, this is what I'm going to give you, but I'll do it with a smile on my face, and you'll still like me tomorrow, and it'll be fine.
If you remember, when we played them a couple of weeks ago, Sean even said he didn't like himself the way he was acting on the sideline because Sean was going nuts, rightfully so, on some of the calls.
Yeah.
But, Sean is the heart and soul of that locker room, I'll tell you what. When you have players come out and, man, they got a lot of love for this guy. I mean, honestly. So, I'm excited about Kansas City, boys. I'm excited.
We'll get there We'll get there quick. We're gonna finish this up really quick. Anybody else have any good, bad, and uglies you want to share?
I mean,
I got one ugly.
Okay, ask the answer. Go ahead, man.
Anyone else? I'll talk.
Not me. See ya, bye.
I don't have any ugly.
Go ahead, Swank.
No, man. It's your show, man. It's your world,
my
boss.
ugly. The catch. I know all catches. The goal is to catch the ball when it's thrown at you. But that one tight end that caught that touchdown didn't have his hands like they should. Number 72, whatever his name was, Tommy Doyle or something like that. Yep. That was ugly. I don't know. I didn't know that was ugly.
Get out of here, dude.
Go ahead, Swick. I had to get that out.
You interrupted my good, bad, and ugly because my boy Tommy Doyle caught his first career touchdown. I'll tell you what the bad is. The bad is it's criminal that Emmanuel Sanders has won a Super Bowl and been in the playoffs and been in the league forever, and that's the first time he's ever caught a touchdown. That is ridiculous to me.
Whoa.
That is the bad. Yeah.
Hit me with some stats.
That today.
Yep. And then, well, that was Josh said it after the game on the podium. He said it's crazy that Emmanuel Sanders and Tommy Doyle both have the same amount of touchdown catches in the playoffs.
That's crazy.
So, I mean, Josh played phenomenal. He played lights out. He played exactly the way, like I said, we've wanted him to play. I'll go ahead and say whatever they're doing between Allen, Dable, and McDermott, however they've got that figured out now, continue doing that. It seems like Josh is a lot more comfortable. He's having fun again. It looks a lot more like last year, and it has the last couple of weeks. So I think that is very good. I've been very critical of Brian Dable on this show and on Sunday sessions and in my life in general. Even to myself, I just say, God damn Dable. But this was good. This is good, and I hope it keeps trending that way. Because if they play the way they played Saturday on Sunday, like, it's over. Don't even worry about it. So, and ugly for me is Mac Jones in general. I just don't get the appeal to that guy. He's a has-been already, one season in the NFL. Everybody was on his jock for a whole year. If Josh Allen did what he did, like, people would still be all over him. People were talking about what a great game. Mac Jones showed up to play. Mac Jones is the only one that had heart on the team. Mac Jones did everything he could do. And
who said that?
Dude, there is so much press talking about how good the Bills are, but talking about how Mac Jones is the only person that showed up to play on the Patriots. And
are we watching the same film?
I mean, whatever, man. If you put those stats
throughout
up,
the year, though.
Yeah, I don't know. He was the MVP. What?
Because for me, they didn't even deserve to be in the playoffs.
No.
Yeah, he was MVP.
Weeks ago, he was MVP talk.
They didn't. I would say, like,
passing yards.
If we were ranking it like least deserving to most deserving, it would go Steelers Patriots. No question to me. Like,
yeah,
Steelers,
100%.
Raiders.
And the Steelers, oh my God. Steelers pissed me off, guys. I don't want to go too far down that rabbit hole, but that hits you in the hands. Oh, I can't.
Ben's washed up.
Drives me
nuts.
Please
retire. This is like
drives me nuts.
This is the end of Old Yeller right now. For
and if you notice Ben Roethlisberger, real quick, Ben Roethlisberger wasn't throwing from back here. A normal quarterback. He was throwing right here.
Yeah.
It was like this.
Yeah. And they're all short.
That shoulder back. Mm-hmm. So that tells me a lot of things. But if you were watching the game, he was still hitting receivers in the hands. But again, he was hit. I mean, he missed a lot of balls. They beat themselves. Yeah. They really did.
Yep. Time to retire.
The Lady Bill says, I've never seen someone who I wanted to punch in the face more than Mac Jones, except Collingsworth. Great take.
Aren't you excited to know that
I love her.
She's good.
Jim Nance and Tony Romo are announcing our game, guys.
I love about that?
Joe Buck and Troy Aikman, I can't stand.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Did you see the little fit they showed Troy Aikman because he wasn't doing the Dallas Cowboys
Some people would have liked to call that game.
Yeah. Yeah, and then it would have been biased the whole time. That's why they didn't do it.
Tony Romo's way better than
Tony Romo. Tony Romo's going to. Here's my bold prediction for Tony Romo. He's going to make Hall of Fame for commentary.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I can listen.
Any franchise that's not thinking about him being a head coach or a coordinator is an idiot.
Yeah, I could see that.
Give him a call.
What I like about Tony Romo as well is he'll call the BS on the field. That's what he did.
Or you know what he would probably be even better at better than offense?
Calling
defense.
Right.
Yeah.
That guy is. I knew he was tough because he's played with punctured lungs. I mean, he's given the Cowboys the best years, honestly. But he is so smart. He
knows what
truly
he's talking
is a
about.
student of the game. Honestly, give props where props is due.
Down, distance, scenario, he knows it all. It's awesome to watch. I'm so glad he's announcing this game.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's going to be entertaining. I'm going to shut up and let you guys get into the next subject because
shut up.
We love having you on, man.
Kansas City, man.
I got one more bad, and I'm going to throw a question out there for you guys, and then we'll move on. The bad was Sunday. I was in rough shape, guys. Was I bad? Yeah. So anyway, that was bad. The next question for you guys: do you guys know who the leading receiver for Buffalo Bills was this weekend? This past weekend,
Knox.
Yeah. Knox was with 5. I'm going to read out the receptions. Yeah. This is another reason why the Buffalo Bills were successful this past Sunday. Everybody got their chance, and they took advantage of it. So even with receiving catches, Knox 5. Diggs, McKenzie, Singletary, all with 3. Gabe Davis made some awesome catches with 2. Emmanuel Sanders 2. Both of his counted. Gilliam, Doyle, and Beasley. They were all spread out. And then you look at the running game, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's six running plays to different people. And when they got the chance to touch the ball, they made the most of it. And that's where the success comes from.
Now, did you guys see where they were doing a lot of 4 and 5 spread? Exactly. As soon as McKenzie made that, had that huge, I knew that's what they were going to go to. They knew they were going to be dangerous. I think it was a matter of trusting McKenzie back again because of the drop balls in the back. I mean, that's the nature of the beast of the sport. But, McKenzie, I've met McKenzie a few times, and let me tell you, that guy is he's a lot. You know who he reminds me of? Swank.
Dude, we could be friends. Where's Paulette? Paulette can you and me and Mackenzie we should just go hang out.
She's right here.
Yeah, I know. I see her. Right
Mackenzie is just a good-hearted person, and he's so calm.
Nothing like you cry, bro.
He really is such a.
And he's handsome.
I can remember. I'll tell you real quick. There was a guy at the signing who was extremely intoxicated, and normal players would judge him. Not him.
Yeah.
Not him. I offered him to get him food. Like he was, man, this guy. I'm just talking as a person, but as a player, he gives it all. I mean, listen, he had a couple of drops. Guys, these are human beings. And I hate the way, and I'm going to use this word, I hate the way some mafia members are like, oh, caught him. Oh, I'm sorry. Have you ever tried to catch a ball that's 350 feet in the air? Straight? No. Have you ever tried to do? Oh, you get paid millions of dollars. Guys, no, they don't. Honestly, what is McKenzie on his contract? I guarantee New York State is hitting him up for them taxes.
Mm-hmm. You got to remember too, when that ball's up that high, you got someone coming down and trying to hit that ball out of you too. So it's not only catching it; it's
and listen, fans. My message for the fans is: if you want a player like McKenzie to stay, shut it, because they will have an opportunity to go play for Miami in Florida with less taxes.
Yeah,
shut it.
Yeah, everybody will have an opportunity to play in Miami because they have absolutely no one and they're rebuilding again. So that'll be great.
That's what I'm saying. Just guys, treat our players, treat them like human beings. For God's sake, treat them like family.
I'll say,
even with the drops, try catching one of Josh Allen's rifles at 5-degree weather.
No. The pros can't do it.
No, pros can't.
I must give it. Oh, sorry. I'll say this about McKenzie, man. Like, he took his lickings like a stand-up guy, man. And and Micah Hyde torched one off like on Saturday. I'm completely fine with him back there fielding punts. And I'll tell you what, they have. You're not. You're afraid. You're one of those guys that's afraid he's gonna get hurt or something. Yeah. I think
I'm that guy.
I'm okay with him being back there. He's smart. McKenzie, man. Nobody should be bummed out about McKenzie not fielding punts anymore. The new role that they've found for him in the backfield, using him as like one of those alternative running backs, a hybrid wide receiver running back, dude.
I called it, by the way.
It's amazing. Well, dude, I have been such a proponent of like the jet sweeps and all that stuff he did last year, and why they don't run that at least once or twice a game. You know, it's a guaranteed 10 yards, dude.
This is a perfect lead. This is a perfect lead into what Kansas City did with that running back, or not even their running back. It's a scat back, just like McKenzie. He's number one.
McKinnon.
I mean, listen, when we go to Buffalo, I guarantee you we're going to see that. We're going to see him on these screens, guys. I promise you.
You know, I think we might see this weekend. The Wildcat.
Yep.
Hey, Swank.
Yeah, buddy.
What about that damn there passcode?
What about it?
Halfway
You want me
there.
to sneak it in?
Yeah, we're not going to tell people what it is. Pay attention to the bottom.
All right.
No, I mean, you want me to
Everyone
sneak
watching.
it in. Oh, listen, now you got.
So while you're doing that,
you want this in for the rest of the show? You want me to pull it after a certain amount of time? Okay.
You can pull it out. Yeah, pull it out. They got to pay attention.
No, pay attention, dog.
Yeah. No, they're not going to jump in and jump out. No way. I'll tell you, defensively, it's going to be a fun. Everybody knows I've played the game. Defensively, this is a coordinator and a defensive player's dream come true to be challenged, because Kansas City is going to challenge you. Okay, they're a good football team. Let's just face facts. They're a good football team. All right, McKinnon's another threat that nobody really knew about until now.
Yeah,
you know, they tried some things to see if. I think they tried some things to throw Buffalo off. Okay, Buffalo. I'm telling you, I think they're going to be going into this game well prepared. They're going to spy. They're going to do a lot of cover one and put Hyder Poyer over the top and make sure nobody gets deep. I don't see a lot of 20-yard plus passes. There's going to be a lot of checkdowns, and I'll tell you what, watch out for Harrison Phillips and Ed Oliver. They're going to get after it, especially Ed Oliver. I promise you, the minute they tag team Ed Oliver, this is why we got the defensive ends, in my opinion, to contain that outside and make sure Mahomes does not go anywhere. Because, bash him, you bash him, and then
Epinesa, Russo.
Yeah, Russo. That's who I was looking for. Russo's such a brute. He's a big guy.
He's got long arms.
He's going to get those arms up, and I promise you, Kansas City's going to be putting they're definitely going to be using the brooms to get Patrick Mahomes prepared, because he's a big guy. Big guy. And
what's perfect, Ryan, what you're saying is if you would go back to that Jets game when the Bills had to face Wilson was a little bit of a running quarterback, right?
He's going to be okay in the NFL.
Our Bills got 9 sacks on Wilson, and it was because our defensive linemen and linebackers and DNs weren't rushing and getting outside of their assignments. They were keeping assignment football, and Wilson couldn't escape anywhere. And that's what one of my big thing over here on this game coming up was the fact that our veteran leadership on that line is what's going to be our X factor, because Mahomes is going to want to get out of there and do all the stuff. But if the Bills kind of play like they played against the Jets, where they contain them, it's going to be a field day for them.
I don't see Buffalo playing a lot of coverage. I think they're going to go a lot of coverage one and playing man. And like I said, maybe they're definitely going to spy, but they're going to spy certain players. They're going to spy the tight end. They're going to spy the quarterback. They're going to spy. There's certain players. They're going to have to make a play. Period. And for me, I think they're gonna try us in the run game. I don't think Andy is going to get too cocky like he did early in the year and say we're going to pass on you and we're not going to go back to the run game. I think he's going to try and do that run, and then at that point it'll be too late. Mm-hmm. The Bills have that quick dynamic of scoring and getting ahead, and you have to play catch up. And I'm sorry, if the Bills get ahead by 14, you're not catching up. Nope, not this team. I
love it.
Nope.
I'd say
the Chiefs have the 27th ranked defense, and like we said before, there's no way I think they'll be able to handle our offense, especially running on all cylinders like they are. But, the dangerous thing that the Chiefs do have is all those gadget plays, those speedsters. And if you man up on those guys when they go in motion, you're following them, and you're hoping the deep balls, the corners, or whoever's covering them will be able to push them to the outside, and which will give Hyde or Poyer enough time to get over the top and create some pass.
They're going to have to create a Kansas City miracle, in my opinion. It's going to be a 24-21 game. It's going to be a 3-point game is what I'm saying. I don't know what the final score is going to be, but what I'm saying, it's going to be a 3-point game. They're just going to go back and forth, in my opinion, until Kansas City makes a mistake. Now you punt it. That's giving the ball over. That's saying we give up. That's the same thing as throwing an interception, guys. It's the same exact thing. And if you start slow against Buffalo like you did against Pittsburgh, it's over. Right. It's over. I think that's what New England did. Buffalo firing, and they were like, "Oh, we'll catch up." You're not going to catch up. Buffalo's mentality, and I said in the beginning of the show, it's different. This is not the season. We got embarrassed by Kansas City. This is personal. Mm-hmm. This is personal. And these ball players, I'm telling you, I remember playing against Patrick Willis. Patrick Willis might ring a bell for you guys. He played linebacker for the San Francisco 49ers. Played against him my whole life. Okay. He told me something when we were in middle school. He goes, "Ryan, no matter what team you play for, I'm going to kick your butt." That stuck with me all the way to high school. I met him in the playoffs, and they were the better team. But for me, I just wanted one play to say, "Gotcha."
Right.
And I think that's the whole team firing on that gotcha mentality. Oh, man. Oh, Hyde, Poyer not getting to the Pro Bowl. No defensive player going to the Pro Bowl. Oh, man. Oh, no. They're offended.
Did you hear what Jordan Palmer texted Josh Allen before this game against the
I saw the article. I didn't pull it up, though.
He texted him and said, well, it's a good thing that you're second alternate for the Pro Bowl this year, that you're playing like a second alternate for the Pro Bowl. And I would say...
Text him that again.
Yeah, I would say Jordan Palmer knows Josh
Where's
Allen
Kurt Warner?
Better than
Talk some more
most
shit.
people, dude. Yeah, and that's why I love Josh Allen, dude. He's just like what I feel like our mentalities are, right? On a certain level, where it's like, tell me I can't do something. Like, right. Disrespect me, and I will respectfully beat your ass, and I just love that mentality. One of the things about this Chiefs game coming up, I think, is we got to remember what the last game looked like. It seems like everybody wants to jump back to the AFC Championship game. We beat them since then. So for me, yes, this defense has improved for the Chiefs, but they have not improved as much as the Bills' offense has improved. And I think that those differences are going to be the difference come Sunday. I also think that defensively, the Bills have already beaten this Kansas City Chiefs team. And yes, they've made significant changes as well. But you did that without who, Scotty?
Matt Milano wasn't playing.
Matt Milano didn't play last game. Yep.
Star Lotulelei wasn't playing the last game.
Star.
Well, and Ed Oliver and Harrison Phillips weren't doing what they've been doing the last 5 weeks.
Exactly.
True.
So the big thing is going to be Trey, right? That's what everybody's saying. So I'm seeing a lot more of a zone coverage as far as wide receivers go, with that kind of spy guy checking out to see what
I think Trey spies that McKinnon if he's on the field. Because if you guys saw, they did a bunch of screens with that McKinnon.
Yeah.
A bunch. That tells me they've
If you go back and watch this year's game, I think it was week 4, week 5?
They were pushing it
early.
Watch how the Bills defense approached this game. They were allowing things to happen, but not getting behind them.
Yep.
Tackling was contained. Everybody, there was 5-6 people getting to the ball every time someone caught the ball.
Keep it in front of you.
Yep. Again, like I said, what we mentioned earlier, Ryan, was the fact that our defensive line play. If you watched the Pittsburgh Steelers game this past couple days ago, and you watched week 5 with the Bills versus Kansas City, their defensive lines play totally different.
Yep.
Kansas City beat Pittsburgh on screens and slips and all these little trickery plays. Week 5, the Bills did not get beat on that stuff because their linemen recognized when the linemen were letting you go by for screens and slip screens and all these things. So I know you went back to Lotullier, but he might be a key factor this week with his leadership and his being a veteran, that he might be able to see some of this stuff. And
Shaq Lawson might be starting.
There you go. Is he here?
Yo, I think Andy Reid, right? He's a mastermind. He's brilliant. I think that the Chiefs messed up last week by playing the way they played. Like, the Bills just played a pretty straightforward, well-rounded, balanced. I know actually on WGR they were like, I don't want to use the word balanced. I do want to use the word balanced, dude. I want a balanced game plan.
They did a hell of a job, honestly.
So I think Andy Reid and the Chiefs kind of screwed up. They showed too much against the Steelers team that they should have just beat the shit out of from the beginning. Like, that first half was pathetic. And you're doing gadgets and you're running all this like slick stuff. You just put it all on tape for the number 1 defense in the NFL.
Yeah.
You know? So that's fine, man. I don't think you saw jack from the Bills, except for that cute little throw to Tommy Doyle. I mean, Josh Allen was throwing away his first touchdown pass, you know? So, like,
Did you guys hear about the end of the game, why it's 17?
No.
So Belichick would remember Josh Allen?
I full-heartedly believe that.
Because, I mean, they kept the foot on the gas. I was shocked when they kept scoring touchdowns. And then they let the one up, and I was like, 17 points. That, you okay?
Who, me?
Oh,
Swank. Yeah,
it was really
good. I've never let up on him. Never 20 years, bro. No way.
Yeah. So you guys know what I do for a living. I basically, I'm in my car, all the time. So I dared myself to listen to WEII, which is out of Boston. And I listened for about an hour and a half. And it did humble me. It honestly, it did. But they were so convinced that their team wasn't prepared, and it just blew my mind. It was like we didn't do much different from the last time we played, brother. Like, what made you think you were able to keep up when we run? If we jump out, Josh Allen jumps out with 5 spread. What do you think we're doing? Come on.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't have the talent on that team. And that it wasn't about coaching, because let's face it, they're a talented football team coaching. You don't have enough talent. And that's what it came down to. Now, this Kansas City game, they're a well-rounded team. At the end of the day, though, Buffalo's hungry. Buffalo's pissed. Josh is a player not to piss off, and it's been proven in time again. So, all week I've been hearing WEII on that hour and a half. Oh, the Bills, they're not that good of a football team. And this is what I was saying earlier on the live. I don't remember if it was Scott or Jarrod that jumped on, but that really pissed me off, to be honest, because it's not the Buffalo Bills' fault that we played bad football teams.
Right.
Schedule is what the schedule is.
We did play Kansas City. We did beat them. We picked Tennessee. Tennessee's the number 1 football team right now in the AFC. And we lost by a yard.
Slip. Yep. A slip, yep.
Come on. So, for me, you're making excuses up for your franchise, and you just can't.
No.
It's called denial.
Yeah.
They're in denial.
Right. Yeah.
That's fine.
That's fine, man.
There was this guy on, I don't know what it was, but he was saying how the Bills weren't that good. It was on TV, though. It was, I don't even remember the whole thing, but he was saying the Bills only beat three
Yeah, that's yep.
Do you know how many playoff teams Kansas City beat?
I don't think any, did they?
One.
Or Raiders.
Right, they beat one. So where's that argument on that part?
Nobody ever wants to hold themselves accountable, and that's nobody in the media. Honestly, that's why I think these Buffalo Bills this is a different breed. Hired and Poyer have been around for a while, so they kind of, for me, they got that kind of old school mentality, and these new kids, these Diggs, Milano, even you can go Singletary, definitely Josh Allen. Piss him off. See what happens.
The proof is he's done it before. He's done it before.
I think it's true for every.
Pissed off.
I think everybody on the team's got that similar mentality where.
Well, look what Jacksonville did to us. Honestly, we came on the field and we were cocky. We weren't humbled, and look what happened.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I wouldn't want to piss off on that offense besides Josh Allen for this Kansas City game. I wouldn't want to piss off Diggs or Mr. Muscle Man back there who put on about 20 pounds of muscle this past year. Singletary, man, he's running mean. Gosh, he had a hell of a game.
How about I've never seen him the past couple of weeks move his legs like beast mode, like Madden, dude, beast mode.
He's been doing it all year. He's been doing it.
I just haven't seen it, Swank.
I know. But this is like a testament to like of general feeling. But like we talk about it all the time, man. He got less touches, but he was running his ass off from the beginning of the season till now. They have better schemes, better play calls, and a better line to get him the gaps that he needs, and he's making the most out of it. He got a lot of heat and shit for not being a good running back, and it was like the reality of it was he was losing touches.
The offensive line wasn't that good either.
Offensive line wasn't performing.
Yeah.
The play calls were bullshit, and he was losing touches to Moss. Mm-hmm. And I think that's definitely gotten sorted out. Yeah, and Breida. Right now, the 1-2 punch you have between Singletary and Isaiah McKenzie, ride that shit all the way to the Super Bowl, man.
With a little bit of taste of Josh Allen.
Yeah, a little Joshy sprinkled in there.
No, but
I think that McKinnon offense that you saw in Kansas City, you're going to see a little bit of that with Buffalo with McKenzie.
Yeah, I agree.
If I was Brian Dable, which
I wish you were. Sometimes I wish you were.
Yeah. Well, he's going to end up in a Giant anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, that's fine.
I've got $100 on it.
Did you really?
Oh yeah. As soon as I heard that our AGM was going over there, I was like, he's bringing Brian. Same thing that happened with in North Carolina. He brought Sean. It's just that would be the smart thing to do. That works. You have a built-in relationship. But I think this Kansas City team is going to be fun. Let's not forget this as fans. Let's not take it seriously.
Thought about that today too, Ryan. I was thinking about that today as well. Yeah, this is going to be fun. Let's enjoy it.
Yeah, it's a good time to be a Buffalo Bill. Win or lose, guys. Win or lose. My fear is the Bills Mafia attacking these players. Let me tell you something. Nobody wants to win more than these players. And I'll tell you right now, I wish to God I could show you the text message I sent Poyer and me back and forth. I wish to God I could show you that. Poyer's focused. Promise you.
Right.
Nobody wants to win more than Poyer right now.
Right. Mm-hmm. Well, Swank said earlier this week or last show that when Levi Wallace was mic'd up for the game 2 games ago, he was focused. He didn't have much to say. He was focused, and that's how that whole defense is going to be. Which is, that's fine.
Good.
I don't want to hear you. It'd be cool to hear you. We'll hear you after you're raising that trophy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
Then you can let it out. But right now, let's get the team, the organization, and these fans what they deserve.
Yes, sir.
Guys, let's throw out some score prediction, bold prediction, X factors. I know we've been talking about this game. It's exciting. It's a lot of stuff going on.
Ton of stuff.
Swank, lead the way with all your stuff.
All your shenanigans.
All my stuff. All right, kids. I'm going to tell you, I feel very confident about this team. I feel very confident about this matchup. The Bills are not that team that you have to fear matching up with other good teams anymore. Don't forget that Bean built this team in the offseason purposely to beat the team that we're playing on Sunday. which is crazy. There was obviously some growing pains and some bumps and bruises, and they had to figure out how to come back together. But this team is better than last year's team. They've already beat this team once, and I think that the game plan and the prep that they did for the New England Patriots to wallop them is going to shine through, and you are going to get a 37-17 victory over the Kansas City Chiefs in their own stadium, and we're going to the championship to keep this revenge tour going.
Wow.
My bold prediction, Josh is going to be throwing for...
Wait, that's not bold?
No, that's not bold. No, that's just facts.
This is.
Hashtag facts. My bold prediction is Mr. Allen will be throwing for over 300 yards again. It's going to be a nice, cool, almost humidly warm 30 to 40 degrees there compared to this last Saturday. So over 300 yards. I think that he is going to pass for 4 TDs and run for another one. So a total of 5 that he's going to put up.
Swank, what's his throwing percentage quick?
Oh, man, you got to put me on the spot like that?
Swank, you have exactly what I have. Or I have exactly what you have.
Hold on. Let me see if I can do it. 79.
I have over 75. So I'll just go right with you, Swank.
Hold on, I got my X factor, bro. Don't jump
And
me.
I'm just going to agree. Everything Swank just said, I agree with. So I won't do my bold. Same as you, Swank.
You can do it. Wait, hold on. Let's see if I can get your X factor. My X factor is going to be Gregory Rousseau, who had a great game against the Kansas City Chiefs last outing. And he's been just a little bit quiet in the sack category as of late. And I think that all just spreads wide open, and my boy gets 2.
All right.
I like it.
All right.
That's awesome. So Scott, what's your stuff?
Guys, as we've been talking about this whole time, we've mentioned it when the Bills made the playoffs. We've said time and time again, playoffs are a totally different season. As Ryan has been talking about, this is a hungry football team that the Bills have in the playoffs. It is a totally different season. And you could take the picture from Diggs and have the revenge tour. You could throw in the fact that the Bills played the Chiefs' last AFC championship without a healthy Diggs, a healthy Beasley, and a healthy Davis. You could take in the fact that they played the AFC championship and now they're playing it against the Chiefs with the number 1 defense. There's a lot that's different. And there's a lot that to be confident in as a Bills fan. We can handle those little gadget plays. We can handle those screens. We can handle the deep ball because Hoyer and Hyde are doing their thing. They're doing their thing. They're not letting anything get over their head. My score prediction, guys, is 35-21. I can see Allen and offense just maintaining their power and their stream and steam and keeping their steam ahead and just scoring. My bold prediction is the our number 1 defense does show up again. Mahomes is going to throw 3 picks. Guys, go back and take a look at what happens when defenses force the offensive coordinator to pick regular plays. And when I mean by regular, I'm not talking about tight end screens. I'm not talking about wide receiver screens. I'm not talking about little
You're talking about down. Yeah.
If you can calm Mahomes down and make it so Reed doesn't get all fancy, Mahomes struggles. And my X factor's coming in here. And if our defensive ends can contain the outside and our interior defensive line maintains gap responsibility, Mahomes is going to be a stranded duck, and it's not going to look pretty for him. And it's going to the rest of the NFL is going to be like, holy cow, this team that just made the past 2 Super Bowls may not have it anymore. They've been figured out. So, guys, I think our Bills have everything. They're healthy. They're going into this game very healthy, pumped up, a lot of motivation, a lot of hype, and the Mafia is going to show up there.
That's a great point, man. Health-wise, this team is completely 180 degrees from where it was last year.
Cole Beasley had a freaking broken leg last year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, Diggs was banged up. Everybody was banged up.
Yep.
Everybody.
Yep.
And watch that O-line last. This is the thing that I want playing in that locker room right now, is that cheap shot punch to the head of Feliciano. And I know he doesn't get in there, but I want...
Oh, I wish I could hug and kiss you right now. Oh, you stole it from me. I was totally going to steal it.
Dude, that pissed me off so much because that dude should have got ejected. If he was ejected, I mean, and not that it would have changed a whole lot because they beat us, but man, that's like your number one pass
No, that
rusher.
changes everything, Swank.
The whole dynamic of the line is different, right? So
no, that changes everything.
I want that up there, and I want pictures of all the holding, the defensive holding. I want to see all that stuff, man, because like the Bills need to go in there with a huge chip on their shoulder and play physical as shit. They need to play the way the Chiefs did last year, where they're like, "Fine, call me," and just give it right back to them, pop them off the line. I want it to be a bloodbath, man. Like,
I think you're gonna get it.
Oh, I hope so. God, I hope so.
Don't
sack me! Ah! That's my Patrick Mahomes.
Can you do that one more time?
My TikTok.
It's not easy.
No, right before we get to, that's the one thing I mentioned last week too on the show was the fact that we're not playing New England. If we beat them, it's not only a win against New England. You know what I mean? It's the Bills getting over a hump that they've been trying to for many years now. Yeah. And starting off with New England is just going to be the starting point for this playoff run because you have that bad taste that New England's left in your mouth for the last 20 years. You have Kansas City's last year AFC Championship game. And then whoever, if it's the Titans, I don't want to look forward to the Titans. They beat us the last 2 times, and it's been kind of a weird game when we've played them. So this is like the perfect scenario. Chiefs are next. Let's take care of that business. But we got a lot of good images and a lot of good hunger with this. So,
well, Jarrod, I got some good news for you.
Get it, Ryan.
We're not playing the Tennessee Titans. It's not going to happen.
Oh, are you saying that the AFC Championship is going through Buffalo and the Cincinnati?
It's going through Buffalo. That is my bold prediction.
God, I want to hug and kiss you right now, dude. I want that.
That's real wood.
And this is just coming in. Buffalo Autographs is paying for all of us to go to that.
All right.
game.
What? Wow.
Listen, this Kansas City, first and foremost, this Kansas City game is going to be lots of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Buffalo's going to take care of business. I have no doubt. This is a game going in that last week I felt the same way. Is like, we got this. We got this. So McKenzie, Gabriel Davis are going to be the standouts. It's not going to be so much Diggs. He's going to make a couple of plays, obviously, but I think you're going to see a different offense that you're not used to. Defensively, I think you're going to see the same, hit them in the mouth. They are going to turn the ball over. Russo is going to have a huge game. I think, they make too many early mistakes, and they've done it all year. They've done it all year long. They did it last week, and it's a new season, fellas. Okay? So you can't do that with the Buffalo Bills. Not with this mindset that they're on, not this train that they're going on, right? So for me, we win, but it's not going to be a lot. It's going to be 10 points. I think they put up garbage points at the end to try to make it a little bit closer. But bold prediction, I would say 31-21, maybe 31-17, something to that effect. But Buffalo's going to put it on it. They're going to be a sound football team as always. But Jarrod, Scott, Swank, we're not playing Tennessee.
You know what's
Jay,
great?
Can I just add on to that point real quick? I just want to add this on there real quick. Is that the Chiefs knew exactly who they were playing week 5. They knew exactly who they were playing in an AFC Championship football game last year is a heavy passing team. What the Bills have done these last 4 or 5 weeks is something that is, I think, 100% strategy going into the playoffs. You give Knox some opportunities, some targets, and you show other teams that you can run the ball. It's not the same offense we had last year, even though Allen could very easily go over 400 yards. It's an offense now where the Chiefs and Jones and Clark and all those defensive linemen that hurt us last year, they're going to have to pay attention to that run. Well,
Scott, you're going to play. This comes down. You're going to play guess. Okay, you got Knox on the field, then you got Singletary in the backfield. Well, we run that RPO or what have you. Are we going to check down to Singletary? Or are we going to pass it to the flats and Knox, or is he going to run a crossing route? So there's that RPO for us, and at the end of the day, fellas, it doesn't even matter. We can. It doesn't matter. The Bills are going to win. Cincinnati's going to beat Tennessee, and it's going to be a disaster for them. I think, honestly, Cincinnati's going to beat them by more points than Buffalo's going to beat Kansas City, and they're going to send shockwaves. That's it.
Love it.
That's me.
I'll say this, man. I do not like Joe Burrow. I was okay with Joe Burrow. I think he's going to be a fine quarterback for a long time. But that press conference with his little American graffiti loop-de-loop and his douchey glasses and the way he just like, oh God. Dude, he just like, the way he answered questions was like, oh, it was just like no big deal. So it's a win. We got to move on. Like the way Josh Allen says that, it's like, yeah, we're going to take time. We're going to take this game, but it doesn't mean anything until next week.
Josh Allen gives respect to the game.
Yeah. But he's just, dude, the way he came off, I was like, I hope we play him. Because I don't think anybody, I know that he got hurt last year, but I don't think anybody has given him that proper welcome to the NFL. This is the turf. You are not going to do exactly what you want here. This is Buffalo. Like, that's what I want.
I want to bring one last point to the Kansas City game real quick. Do you guys remember last year, though, we were a beat-up football team, right? Mm-hmm. I'm just questioning here. What happened to that offensive line that we destroyed? What did they do in the Super Bowl?
They got destroyed.
They got – Patrick Mahomes didn't know what to do. And that's what we're going to bring on Sunday.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, I bet you they've been watching film. Yep.
We're healthier.
No. Stay.
And I don't know what the Kansas City was doing, showing their cards, like you guys were saying earlier. They should not have been running those plays. That was stupid, unless they're trying to get in the heads of Leslie Frazier. I don't know what they were thinking, but I feel confident to say Buffalo is going to win. Buffalo's playing Cincinnati in the AFC Championship game. Buffalo to the Super Bowl. We're having a parade.
I'm writing all this down too. So. All right, so everybody pretty much took all my bold predictions and X factors, which I figured would do because we all like. But my score prediction is going to be 35-14. Again, going along with Ryan a little bit there. If the slow start from Kansas City is going to be detrimental, it's not going to benefit this Kansas City team at all. And our Buffalo Bills are going to keep rolling. And 35 is being modest too. I mean, that's only 5 touchdowns. So I'm hoping I'm wrong with that, and they just go to town. But let's keep it a little bit respectful for Kansas City when they get 35-14. Buffalo Bills. All right, guys. Ryan, have you gotten any messages on 24/7 or on Buffalo?
My phone has been on silent. I put it on Do Not Disturb.
I've seen the secret password fly across the bottom here, so hopefully people are taking advantage of that. If you don't know
there's 8. Yeah, there's some messages down there I gotta get to.
Perfect.
Troy was like, "Hey, put up the secret code," and somebody was like, "It's already there."
We got a couple people watching here. Look at the bottom tracker. If you see if you got a private message, Buffalo Autographs with the secret code.
Oh, it's going.
It's right there. Personal message, Buffalo Autographs, and that'll get you 5 tickets for the Josh Allen COA Eclipse helmet, which is beautiful. This is
all we have left, guys.
Beautiful.
Nice.
There you go. Perfect. All right, guys. We're all in agreement. Bills are going to win, and it's going to be hopefully we see them continue to roll. And like we said a couple weeks ago, we feel like that after that second half of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers game, something changed in this team. They got to the playoffs, and then even more. New season, the playoffs, the Bills have changed again. So keep rolling, Buffalo. Let's get on to some pick'ems here. What do you guys think?
Sure.
Fire them away. Go, go.
So we're going to do the Bengals at Tennessee. Titans, fan of money, and let us know who your picks are. Bengals, Tennessee. Swank.
Bengals, dude. Give me the Bengals. And what I was going to say earlier is it's very nice to be a Bills fan right now because I do not give a shit who we play. I want anybody. Bring anybody. Bring Tampa Bay up. Everybody keeps saying that the Bills haven't had to face an explosive passing offense such as the Chiefs since Tre'Davious White has been hurt. Tampa Bay. We hung with Tampa Bay. We hung with Tampa Bay that whole time, man. And whether they were down a guy or not, I don't give a shit. Like, they hung. It's Tom Brady. Tom Brady will throw it to the water boy. So that's all I wanted to say.
I'm going Bengals too, Jarrod. I'm going Bengals too. If the Bengals,
somebody got their phone up out there in Zoom land, maybe. I'm hearing some echoes.
Oh, I'm getting something a little surprise for you guys.
Oh, you're so cute.
Oh,
is it a song?
I like surprises. So Bengals because
Bengals.
If they do their home, then we're hosting an AFC Championship football game.
That'd be awesome. Ryan, we know you're going Bengals. That's easy.
Yep. I think Bengals. I don't think Tampa Bay is going to be in the Super Bowl. I think Tampa Bay's out. I think.
Did they lose this week then?
Yeah. They either lose this week or the championship. I don't know how the brackets go, but I mean, let's face it. Green Bay or San Francisco is the better rounded teams right now. They're healthier. They're better off than Tampa. So I don't see Tampa. Let's be realistic, guys. The NFL, the Shield, they protect the brand like no other. That's the one thing that worries me, guys, is the refs. Just because we're the better football team does not mean anything when it comes to the Shield. Right. That's what worries me, fellas. And what worries me is Cole Beasley, very, very opened. And look what they did to John out in Las Vegas. So that it does worry me. But anyways, Buffalo, Green Bay, Super Bowl.
Ooh.
When's your next show, by the way? Let's go ahead and get the surprise going because it looks like my laptop might be dying here shortly.
Well, we got
every Tuesday night.
Every Tuesday night. Well,
we got Sunday sessions on before game day.
Before game day
sessions. Yeah.
All right. Well, this is what you guys are going to give away. You guys are going to tell me the winner, give me their address, and I will ship it to them. Little Devin Singletary action right here.
Oh, nice.
That's a sick photo. I love that.
So I wish I could show you the plaque that I'm going to try to get it on by this weekend. If not, they will get the picture either way. I'm going to try to get it on a plaque for our winner because I have several pictures going on plaques. But that's for you guys. That's for our audience. So make sure they stay tuned on Sunday for your next show.
There you go. Ryan, just send me a nice little crisp picture of that, and I'll get it going for sure. Awesome.
All right, so Sunday sessions this Sunday before the game, 11:30. You guys are doing it.
11:30.
Yep. Stay tuned, and you'll be in the drawing to win that Devin Singletary COA 8x10. Nice glossy, awesome, glossy. Ryan. Thank you very much.
Thanks, absolutely.
Freaking sweet.
The best sponsor.
Right. So obviously Ryan has Green Bay winning too. All right, guys, quick fire them out. Swank, Green Bay, San Francisco.
Niners.
Okay, Scott.
I'm going Green Bay.
Niners.
GB. I got GB too. Whoa. And we also have Rams versus Bucks. Rams for Ryan, Rams for me. Scott?
I don't think they're going to get Tom Brady's mouthpiece to him fast enough. I think the Rams are going to smack him in the mouth.
Smack him in the sweat.
I'm going to go Bucks, dude. You know what, man? I think this is weird for me. I think I'd rather see Tom Brady move on than Odell Beckham Jr.
Oh, me too. I would love to see Josh Allen put 35 points up on Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. I would love it. Oh my God. Just thinking about this. Oh my God.
So just take a deep breath. We have Kansas City this week, but in the grand scheme of things, if the world was to finish off the NFL season this year the way the Buffalo Bills would want it, wouldn't it be Kansas City, Tennessee, Bucks? Wow.
Are you talking about
that's like a story.
The revenge tour, bro? Is that
the whole revenge tour. All right, guys. Awesome show. Participation from the Fandemonium was fantastic. Scott, Closing thoughts.
Closing thoughts, guys. We have the last game of this divisional playoff. So enjoy the ride. We get to figure out who the Bills potentially are going to play and where they're going to play. And that's just going to add to that excitement. We all know if the Bengals win and the Bills win, the Bills are hosting AFC Championship game. So it's a little bit of a wait. Enjoy your Sunday. Tune in to Sunday sessions at 11:30 with Scott, Swank, and Ryan. And we are giving away a Singletary 8x10. Go Bills, guys. Go Bills.
Brought to you by Buffalo Autographs.
Buffalo Autographs. Buffalo.
Autographs.com. Ryan, what's your closing thoughts?
Mine, be humble, be hungry. Fans, be respectful. When you go down to their city, you don't have to poke your chest out. You don't have to, win or lose. Be humble. Party. There's a way of talking smack without being offensive.
Mm-hmm.
And remember that these are just players, guys. They're humans. At the end of the day, let's go mess them up.
Hell yeah.
Let's go mess them up.
Love it.
Yeah,
Love it.
Like that take. Swank.
Guys, we got another one. We got another one coming up. We got a divisional playoff game for the second year in a row. After 17 years, your boy Josh Allen is making his 6th playoff start. Holy jumping Jesus. Let's just take a moment for that. I think get with your friends, get with your family, have some beers, cheer on your team. And you know what, man? You can join us for the K-Gun every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. on Facebook Live and YouTube. You can also catch up on episodes on Anchor, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. You can follow us at 24/7 Buff Fandemonium on every platform that there's ever been. And we're on Twitter at Swank247BF, at Jarrod 247BF, at Scott 247BF. Don't forget about
Sunday sessions. I don't know what my Twitter is.
Probably at Buffalo Autographs.
We know you. We tag you quite a bit.
Guys, don't be afraid Don't be afraid to hit up Facebook page, Buffalo Autographs, and then if you don't win at Raz's or win at anything, you can just straight up go and purchase their stuff.
Go buy everything.
Straight up at www.buffaloautographs.com.
Listen, Christmas is not farther away than it is right now. You don't have to save for shit. You're getting your taxes back. Spend all your money at buffaloautographs.com.
Thanks, guys.
Guys, great show.
Thanks, Ryan.
Again, tune in for Sunday sessions, 11:30 this Sunday. The guys will talk to you about the Bills versus Kansas City game. And also, your comment in that live feed will get you in for the Singletary. There you go. I can't wait to talk to you guys next Tuesday for the K-Gun Report. And hopefully we're all happy like we are now. Until then, have a great week. Be safe. Go Bills.
Go Bills.
Go Bills. Go Bills.
This is a dangerous group.